Okay, is there sound now? Hello, Mama Mona. Is there sound now? Okay. Yeah, for some reason it turned off my microphone. I don't know why. Hello, Alex. So, hello, Noelle. Hello, Connie. Connie, this is all your fault. I'm just saying. Hello, Sue. Hello, Carol. Hello, Mona. Hello, Kim. Hello, Alex. And hello, everybody out there in Lurker Land. So I have gone through and I finished off the mimosa and all of the branches that we'd already started on. I also colored this little butterfly here because I just couldn't resist. But, that's. It is always your fault. When it comes to this book, it is your fault. I'm just saying. You encourage me to buy things that. All right, so we're going to color the animals today. If we get the animals colored quickly, we will move on to this page here, and we'll finish off this page here because it goes with that one. So, and we will try to get that finished. If we don't, oh well, not a big deal. I'll continue it later. All right, so we're going to start on the deer, and we're going to use raw umber. Now let's start with ochre. Let's start with ochre, and then we're going to go into raw umber and a little bit of chestnut so far. So that's what we're going to do with the deer, and of course some white. All right. We're going to start with the ochre. And I'm going to zoom you in so that you can see what I'm doing. Other way. There we go. So what are y'all doing for Valentine's Day? After stream, Bob and I are going to um, a indoor garage sale. We've got some things that we need to get rid of before the move. So we've got to see if there's someone at the garage sale that wants them. It's a indoor garage sale and an antique show sale type thing. Oh, it's nice. 58's a good temperature. At least it's not negative. Oh, well, I'm sorry that you're at work, but that's no fun. Is hubby not home, Alex? Ah, well, wish him luck. I think he'll do fine. Bob's got to fix the battery in my car. I went to go to the grocery store yesterday before Bob got home from Wisconsin, and my car was dead. It's like, this is the joys of working from home. You don't start the car often enough. So, yeah, for the weeks that Bob's home, I think he's gonna take my car to work once a week, so that it once or twice a week, so it gets started at least. I like the new job. It's awesome. I work part time. I have a issue with myself. It's not the job, it's just who I am and the way I do things. Um, I have a tendency to want to only work when I'm in the office, and it's putting a damper on my coloring. Hello, Robin. Welcome, welcome. Are you guys not doing anything at the pub for Valentine's Day? It is one of those holidays that usually is known at the pubs. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm getting better at it, so I'm moving a little bit quicker than I was, of course. And I'm learning a lot about the uh, the artists and that for 3D printing. So it has been a good thing. And it pays the bills. I get paid almost the same amount working part-time than I did working full-time per month. So, uh, now I'm using chestnut. I am quite sure it does, Kim. I'm just going through putting the shadows in as well as the dark areas around the spots. All right, and then we're going to take our white. And I'll come through with a white gel pen, I think, because this is just moving the brown into the spots. And I'll probably come through with a white gel pen just to get the white areas white. going to start, go back with the ochre. And then we're going to take a little tiny bit of pink. Let's do this one. I'm going to take a little bit of peach for the inside of his ear. And then black for his nose and hooves. They are. They're adorable. I love this book. What we're going to do his eye. Alright. Then we're going to take our gel pen. Make sure our gel pen works. That one's not working, so we'll try a different one. Hate it when my gel pens don't work. That's better. So, all right, so there's our little deer done. And then we've got a little hedgehog down here, so we're going to move the camera a little bit this way and this way. There we go. Now the hedgehog, we're going to start with the raw umber. For that area. And then this area here, we're going to go with a lighter one. And then we're going to come in with some dark colors for the pokies, quills, or whatever you want to call them. All right. And then the quills, we're going to go with brown. You can ask for details even if you're not going to make it. It's always interesting. Usually I make Valentine's Day cookies, but with both of us not being able to have sugar, that kind of stopped happening. Hello, Catherine. Happy Valentine's Day. And then we go with the peach for his little ear. And I think it was the baby's one. She had one that had the babies. That was her um, her recommendation one. I was there. I was just lurking. And Shannon is here. Hello, Shannon. Absolutely, never fear. Shannon is here. Shannon's usually lurky lurky. It could have been. Both would make sense and both probably have the um, Dalmatian pups in it. But I think when I saw her flipping through the babies one, I saw the Dalmatian puppies in it. Then we have our little hedgy hog. And we're going to give him a little pink nose because I don't want to give him a black nose. Okay, now we're going to zoom back out a little bit because we're going to do the dog. Alright, so now we're going to go into white and we're going to do his paws. And his chest, neck area here. And on his tummy. Then we're going to take this one, the raw umber. I want to do the tip of his tail white too. And the under edge there. I'm just being very light with the raw umber because we're going to be adding another color on top of it. But I want to get the umber down too. The one with Dumbo on it. Yeah, I watched your stream and I thought, I want those. And then I thought, I don't need those. So I behaved myself. Are you proud of me? Wow. And then we're going to use the brown. Still want them though. I'm terrible. Now with this kind of animal, there isn't a lot of um, information, I guess, on where to add those flicks and whatnot. So I'm not going to worry too much about doing the hair flicks except for in areas that it's calling for it, like here. Right now I'm just mapping out the colors that I want where they need to be. Yeah, I have some that I spiral bind, and I have that disc binder now as well. So the book that's falling apart, I might have to take into the disc binder and bind it. Okay, we're going to take this one again. Okay. You're the only one trying to start conversation. That's okay. And if you're missing other people's posts, so am I. So people just aren't chatty today. It's okay. Now I'm going back with the brown. I'm going to color his nose a little bit brown too. Yep. Big pot of chili. That sounds good. I have grown a whole new respect for people that lurk. Because when I'm working, I am at streams. It's just because my back is turned to the screen while I'm working on the other computer. I have you all in my ear, but I don't have the ability to answer or comment, and it sometimes drives me a little batty, but if I'm in the middle of a problem that I'm researching, it's hard to get back and answer. So I've developed a whole new perspective on people that lurk, and a whole new respect for your self-control. Yep, yep. Looking down, coloring. That will keep you from chatting, that's for sure. Exactly. It'll even be more difficult once we move, especially if I get a working office as well as a craft room, because my streaming stuff and my personal computer will be in my craft room, where my work computer will be in the office. So it's like, this might be interesting because then I won't be able to listen. Well, I guess I could. It doesn't hurt to listen to YouTube on the work computer. It's not like I'm downloading anything. Eesh. I'm sorry, Robin. That does not sound like fun. It sounds so frustrating and so scary. Trying to get the right color saturation on his dark area. Watching the Olympics. That is not something I can do. I'm not able to watch the Olympics. And somebody else's stream and color, and I get way too involved. Well, I guess it all depends upon what part of the Olympics I'm watching. All right, now for his nose, I use a little bit of the pink and a little bit of the brown and the dark brown. Okay, and for his bandana, I'm going to take the um, blender to it and get it to blend out as well a little bit better. We're going to take red and pomegranate. Right, and then we're going to take pink. We're going to give him a Valentine's Day bandana. Oh no! The Canadians were cheating at curling. That is just un that's just blasphemy there. They should not be cheating at curling. They know how to curl. What the heck? I am shattered at the moment. Just saying. What happened to the integrity? Did they did they get called out on it at least? Because if nobody called them out on it, somebody really should. So that one was blush. Now I'm going to use pink. And then back with the blush. There we go. And I'll come back through with the blender and get rid of the white spot on him just because I don't like it. Let's do it now. Let's do it now just so that it keeps me from going crazy. I could have come in with a little bit darker of a brown for the dark areas, but because she has it somewhat black in her pictures, but that's okay. Trying to make the animals fairly consistent with what she has in her own pages. There, that's better. That's better. All right. I'm going to move you up so that we can get to the butterfly and the kitty kitty. All right, so this one we're going to do start of this one. I'm going to start with gray. we're going to take a little bit of pink. And then we're going to take a little bit of chestnut. Then we're going to come back with the gray. Like so. And like so. Okay. Now for the kitty, what colors does she usually use for her cats? All different colors by the looks of it. So the stripy cat is usually oranges, from what I can see so far. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the stripy cat in oranges. So we're going to start off with this one. Actually, let's start, what's this one? Jasmine, what color is that? It's a little too yellow. I'm going to start with ochre because jasmine's a little too yellow. Poor guy. Yeah, when you get fixated on doing something and makes it difficult. Yep, there's a lot of pressure that gets put on athletes and singers and actors and all that. There's so much pressure that's put on them to perform a certain way. People tear them apart if they don't. Okay, so there's our base color. Now we're going to come in with a little bit of carrot, I think is the color I want. Yeah. Yeah, Bob was exploring a little while he was out there and he found an ice skating rink. And I have not been ice skating in a very long time. So it's like, ooh, maybe I can go ice skating. Might be a bad idea since I have not been ice skating since I was 14, 15, 16 area. So that might be the worst possible idea since I am now, 40 years later. But my brain went, ooh, fun. It is probably a very bad idea, but all right, now we're going to go a little bit more reddy brown color. So we're going to grab, I think, terracotta. Hello, Mandy. Yeah, it's hard on them when, especially when they put so much into what they're doing. To feel that not even good, I guess failure because that's how they feel. They feel that they failed. Can be hard. Sometimes it's beyond devastating and they never get back from it, which is sad. Yeah. So we might not get a chance to get onto the other page because it is already 11. And I've still got a little bit more to do on this one. But we'll see. I'm going to take that dark brown and put the shadows in. We'll at least get the deer done on the other page, maybe. All right, and then a little bit of the peach. little pink nose. Let's put a little more pink in the nose. And then a little bit of green in the eyes. There we go. I think we're going to take a little tiny bit of this green here too. And a touch of yellow. There we go. All right, so that's that side finished. I'm going to zoom it out. And there we have it. So that's one side done. And I think we'll move over to this other side, but we'll just do the deer. What do you guys think? So this side here. What do you guys think? Or should we start a new page, get ready for the next page? That will be starting tomorrow. Okay. All right. Zoom in, and we're going to go this way. And this way. There we go. All right, start with the ochre. See how much of this page we can get done. On tomorrow, we'll be starting a new page. And I think we're going to do the one in Ecotopia. There we go. Mouse does not want to work. Which is, I do believe, the frog. It's the one I picked for it. So, um, so this one here is the one I just colored. And this one here is the mimosa page. So this is part of the same page, just a little bit different. It's got the mimosa flowers on it and that sort of thing, but it's a little bit larger and a little bit more little less mandala-y, wreathy. So this is the wreath book, so that's why that's a wreath and this isn't. So, but each page has their additional information on it. I'm just going to do this really lightly into here. Because even though we want it to be fairly white, we don't want it to be stark white. And then we're going to grab this one. The other page I'm going to do probably with watercolor, so getting that one ready is going to be a little bit more time consuming than just coloring the deer. So we'll color the deer. And I'm using raw umber. The first one was ochre, this one's raw umber. And I'm still using the grisaille colored pencils. Choo choo. I didn't even color a Valentine's Day page this year. Yeah, polys are quite smooth. They're not soft like Prismas, but they're smooth. Polys have a good laydown. Well, I hope that they come out here in the US because, yeah, I'm always up for new poly colors. Um, and hopefully we'll be moved by then. I can just buy them and not feel guilty because we've got moving expenses and stuff. Polly's Faber-Castell Polychromos has added some new colors to their lineup coming out soon. Connie talked about them and made me go down a rabbit hole that I didn't need to go down. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Not just a fake post, it's true this time. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Connie has me running down rabbit holes all the time. Got the rabbit hole, still in my cart from the gel pens that I haven't bought or pulled the trigger on because I don't need any more gel pens. I really want them, but I don't need any more gel pens. I've got to go through the ones I've got and throw away the ones that don't work and decide what I'm doing. I really want them though. Yeah, it's like, but I want them. I was hoping it was fake news, but it's not. It is definitely not fake news. Yep. Now, I wonder if they're going to be sold um, in just a set of those colors, or if we're going to have to buy a new set. Hopefully, it's available in just that set of the new colors, because I really don't need another set of polychromos right now, or the expensive one. But like I said, I'll be moved by then, so it won't be as bad for me to buy them. They will have the 20 separate and then the 140. Okay. I hope so. Or even just open stock, yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, if I can get them separate, there are some of my polychromos that need to be replaced because they're getting short that I use a lot, but right now I don't have the money to buy a new set of polys. Not until after we move. Oh, okay. No open stock to start with, yeah. Well, that sucketh. All right, now we're going to go around the spots. We're still working on it. We're waiting for the company to give us confirmation of Bob's position there, which they will, but they've got to still sign the contract and give us a moving um, budget and that sort of thing. We're waiting. He had a 90-day trial period to make sure that he was going to enjoy the position and make sure that they were going to be satisfied with him in the position. So we have to wait until that's over before they start giving us full information. They seem to be satisfied with him in the position and he likes it, so it doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. It's just a wait and see is driving me crazy because I don't want to buy a house or look at houses or put this house on the market until we have the full information. It's just driving me a little cray cray. It's okay. Didn't have far to drive. I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly. Not doing anything until the ink is dry. Not worried about going over the circles too much because I'm going to go over that with the gel pen. Nice, Alex. Well done. Yeah, I'm not I'm a horrible person for not knowing and not having a plan. It breaks my brain. And right now that's where we're at, is we're at the not knowing and don't have a plan yet phase, and it's making me go a little wonky. It's okay though. We'll live. All right, now we're going to go with some gray. for the shadows and the white. Yes, those ones. I haven't bought them. They're in the maybe later um, area because I do want them. I just have not bought them. All right, and then we've got some white here that we're going to put the gray in. And then under here as well. All right, and then white. Yeah, I need to have a plan for everything. And right now, there is no plan. And that just drives me wonky. Okay, then we want black for his nose. And then we'll take a little bit of that dark brown. Blend that in up here. The dark brown for his eye. And then black for his hooves. Hello, Dawn. Oh no. I have really nice watercolors. I'm not buying any more watercolors. I'm not buying any more watercolor. I use up the watercolors that I do have. All right, now for the mimosa. And then this one. Sharpen. Yeah, the Faber-Castell Albert Durs do have the same colors as the polychromos, I do believe. I'd have to look. Usually, with companies like that, they try to put the same colors in their sets so that you can mix and match and blend together and that sort of thing. I haven't used my Albert Durs in a long while either. I don't know. I would hope so. All right, and then back again with the yellow. And this one. Come in with the grass green. And olive green. And we still got to do the inside of his ear and his white spots. So that will take us. We could probably get the hedgehog done too. Then we're going to come in here with the peach. And white. So, and the white gel pen. That's what I thought. And there we have our little deer friend. All right, now we're going to do our little hedgehog friend. Yeah, it takes them sometimes a little while to get all of their brand caught up to their main that's okay. This is supposed to be up here. I'm just coming in with the ochre, getting everything coated here. And I should have come in with this one first. Welcome back. So I'm using the raw umber on his little facey. Well, I guess her little facey. She's wearing a skirty dress type thing. This is the pages that I'm using for four-legged. So that is the prompt that I'm working on, is four-legged. Then we're going to take the dark brown. So brown. Put the shadows in. Nose. Oh, the special edition ones, like the ones that Emily has been using. I can see that. They do discontinue special editions shortly after. Yeah, they do have a tendency to cancel special editions, so. Yep. Yeah, as soon as they cancel the production of them, the price of them will go up until they're all sold out. And then you'll start seeing them on eBay for a ton of money. Thank you, Don. All right. Now we're going to just blend that just a little bit. Smooth out her little face a little. And then we're going to do the mimosa. Oh no. Well, don't lose your phone. I have some of the Arctic's markers. Okay, what did I miss? Oh, okay. Yeah, the pastel acrylic markers. All right, now we're going to do her little apron in blue because why not? And this one. Yeah, I've got the acrylic ones. So the books that you are, the Disney books, they're all color by number, right? Thank you, Shannon. The Disney books that you were showing the other day that you were working with, spiral binding. Those are all color by number, right? Just want to make sure I'm, looking at the right ones. Okay. Now, are you going to use the acrylic markers on that to eliminate the numbers, or are you going to just let the numbers show through? Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want the numbers to show through either. I was just thinking that the acrylic markers would be the best to do that to make sure that those numbers aren't visible. Sorry guys, I was down too low. All right, now for her jumper there, her skirt, we're going to color her skirt in yellow and pink. So we're going to start with yellow. And pink. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I have a coupon for a set of acrylic gel pens. I wonder if they would work well for that as well. I'd have to look at and see if it's still an active coupon. Hello, Lori. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, right now I really want them, but I'm avoiding it because I've got so much to do and so many costs coming up that I am on the fence. So I'm just going to go through and take a look and see what's there and try not to break the bank. If that makes sense. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to zoom it out because we've got about 6 minutes left. So there we are. That's what we've done. We've gotten this page completely done. We got this page started, and I will continue this page later on off screen so that we can have the two pages together. So each page has their own little thing on one side with the name of the picture, and then the wreath. So this one, of course, is Easter, and I colored that one last year, and this year I'll color this page when it gets close to Easter. This one here is Mimosa. This one here is Spring. You know, so each side has the same floral implementations, and then a little picture there with the word and that sort of thing. So like this one is Spring Promenade, and then it's got all the same flowers here that are in here, and so forth. Roses. I love this book. It's so cute. It's all Connie's fault. So, Connie, did I do it justice? I know Connie's is a little darker in the animals, but that's okay. Yeah, exactly. There's always an issue that arises when you move. So, yeah, I have been very, very, very cautious on purchasing anything if it costs a lot or anything like that. All right, guys, with that, I would like to say thank you all very much for coming and hanging out. We will be starting on a new page tomorrow. We're going to be starting on the frog. And we're going to do that with the Caran d'Ache aquarels. And we're hopefully not going to completely ruin the page behind, but that's okay if we do. But I've got some new water brushes and that sort of thing, but we're going to be doing the frog for the Caran d'Ache with the Caran d'Ache aquarels. We're going to be doing that for the color green. All right, everyone. Thank you all very much for coming and hanging out. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to anyone that you enjoy watching. Of course, happy Valentine's Day for everybody out there. I hope you have a wonderful day. You all, of course, Don't forget to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until tomorrow, we'll see you later. Bye bye.